Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the New Music Podcast. A very strange episode in the New Music Podcast, I do believe, based on the albums that we have up for the week. You can go ahead and check out a list of them right down below. It's in the description. Otherwise, we have timestamps for them as well. Micah, what's our first project for the week?
We have hit rapper Lil Sip with a new mixtape, NBA Jam 2000.
Get my paper up. I can count so much money. I done got a paper cut. Any amount ain't enough. It's just if I hit my cup.
We sure do, man. Let me verbatim read what the comment we received from Lil Sip was. Let me find this right quick. He said, "Hey bro, would you be down to do a reaction review of my brand new NBA Jam 2000 mumble rap concept album? It is on my page. No worries, even if you hate it. Cheers." I love the no worries if you hate it, or whichever part was there. This is such a cursed project. I mean, I don't hate it, for the record, but give me your thoughts.
I went through and I found like the original soundtrack for this. I was like, wait a second, no ways, man. Just took the original soundtrack and used it as the beat, but he did.
He sure did.
And the original soundtrack that I found on YouTube has like 10 views per video, and I just assumed that that's him ripping it from YouTube.
Yeah. Just grabbing the instrumentals. That's so fucking funny.
The cover is fantastic. The parental advisory sticker is fantastic. How it's not photoshopped in right.
It's so cursed. I love it. And the same can be said for the music, so there you go. I guess it's just fitting.
Lyrically, Lil Sip, aka Kyle Raps here. Hit us with some bars. I only have the YouTube transcription, but forgive me if it's wrong. But YouTube thinks he said at 129, couple $100,000 in my hand, about to spend it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I love the everybody bounce bit.
Yeah.
That was fun. I also love that these are just not instrumentals you can rap over like sufficiently. It's kind of impossible to be on beat.
The announcer for the fucking game is still on it.
I don't know what degree of shitpost this is. It seems like, this is like 99% at least self-aware, so I do feel like we're not supposed to be taking it seriously, of course, and I think it's succeeding.
You please stop biting on a Kid Lightning.
Yeah, man. There's lyrics on this. They sure do exist. He sounds like Blade at one point, so I thought that was funny.
Fuck, I missed that.
I don't actually know where the tracks start and end, unfortunately, so I can't really point out which track it is.
There's 7 tracks on this 8-minute.
We need timestamps. Lil Sip, we need timestamps. Please give them to us.
The fans request it.
The fans need timestamps.
Here, I'll put a little comment on it. I'm gonna say, please give timestamps. And then I'm gonna put a new woo at it.
Very nice.
I'm not gonna lie, at 350, the beat kind of goes hard with him.
Let me, wow, oh my god, I started playing it and it murdered my ears because I had it loud.
Hello?
350, you said? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that bit, it does go hard, honestly. God, dude. Sometimes it just clicks, sometimes it works.
Kitchen rap is also delicious. I ain't got time for the rich shit.
Yeah, man. Great stuff. Great quality content. I will say that much.
I think this album cover goes into the best album covers of all time playlist.
Yeah, honestly it has to, really.
Yeah, it's illegal not to. The random, sample of someone just pouring something too scares me every once in a while.
I assume that's tying into the sip in the name, which also very creative name. I'm not really sure what to even make of it, but
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised nobody else has even thought about it.
Yeah, maybe they have somewhere. There's gotta be.
I looked it up. There's one.
Well, original content. How about that?
Yeah, I look up Lil Sip and it's. Oh, what the fuck? It's just some fucking Russian Little Pump knockoff.
Of course that exists. Only in Russia.
This is arguably more cursed.
Of course it would be. Oh man, I would love to point out favorite tracks if I knew where they were, but instead it's 8 minutes. It might as well just all be the favorite and least favorite track. We'll just call it there.
It's all good.
I'm now seeing what you sent me, and yeah, that does look extremely cursed, this other Lil Sip that exists.
Alright, you know what? Bonus content. Listen to the first 20 seconds of this, and then tell me what you think.
Okay, it's like hyper pop, I guess. Oh god.
I'm translating the comments with the automatic Google Translate thing, and allegedly one of the comments says the entire budget of the track was spent on the cover.
Oh my god, that hurt my ears, brother. Why does he sound like that?
I gotta look up this word to make sure it's not a slur. Hold on. Okay, we're good.
Oh my god.
I said a crowd of, God, not saying that, is coming towards me, and there is so much music in my headphones. It's not a slur, I just can't pronounce it. I just won't even attempt it.
This has been an adventure. This is painful to listen to. Like, not the Lil Sip we're actually reviewing here, the one that you sent me.
The imposter Lil Sip. They should start beef.
They should start beef, yeah. Lil Sip versus Lil Sip. We need a rap battle right now.
Fuck Drake versus Kendrick. This is where the real heat will lie.
This is the real hip-hop drama right here. Rap beef of the year, I tell you what. This is some deep into YouTube nonsense that is boggling my brain the more that I think and talk about it, I think.
It's potentially the greatest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Potentially, yeah.
I'm definitely subscribed to Lil Sip now.
Of course, you have to.
Are we the only 2 subscribers?
I don't know. I liked the video.
Are you subscribed?
I liked the video. I didn't subscribe. I've now subscribed. I meant to like and subscribe and only liked.
This podcast is now half of the subscribers of Lil Sip. Now this will go down in history. We were first.
And it's all because he sent it our way.
I think one other guy was here first, because I would assume that he would... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no. We were here first. Fuck it.
We were here first.
Was that you guys? Fuck them.
We're signing you to New Music Podcast Records. How about that?
I'll PayPal you $10.
That's the contract.
Yep.
$10. $10,
For 10
10
albums.
albums. That's all we can offer. We're too broke for this.
I could offer no dollars for 1 album.
You could, but I don't think that that's legal.
Please?
I'm not sure if the mic's gonna pick this up, but my cat's just meowing at nothing off in the distance, and it's really just adding to the ambiance right now.
I don't hear it.
There's crazy cursed YouTube happenings, my cat meowing at nothing. I think I transported into an alternate dimension, to be quite honest with you. Good? Yeah?
Good.
Alright, well, do we have anything else to say about Lil Sip? Keep doing what you're doing, brother. It's fun tunes. Did you score this?
Did you score this?
I did.
What'd you score it?
I went with a 70 on this. You can get in the green. Why not?
I went with a 100.
You went with a 100?
No.
Okay.
I didn't score it.
You didn't score it?
I'll score it now.
Go for it. Hit me.
The dice say 74.
The dice say 74. Alright, well, you know what? 72, that's kind of a glowing review, honestly, for what you got going on here. This is crazy.
And it won't even be the bottom of the week.
No, it won't. This is like some cursed shitpost of literally you said a NBA Jam mumble rap album, and it will not be bottom of the week.
Hold on, let me add that to the genre.
NBA mumble rap.
Mumble rap jams.
Yes, sir.
It is now a genre.
Did you put it on album of the year?
Yes.
I really hope they don't just ban you for entering a fake genre.
It's real though. It's right here.
I guess. You know, you're a true innovator, Lil Sip. I think we can move on to the first album for the week.
Next up, we have Zach Bryan with the Great American Bar Scene.
How lucky are we? It's been a hell of a week. We're all grown now. A hill that I will die upon if the climb don't get me killed. Smooth me out for 20 party 7 seasons now.
This is a singer, songwriter, country album.
Country folk thingy, yeah.
You ever been a country boy over there, Shiloh? You ever been in country?
Not really. Not until Zach Bryan came around.
A harsh contrast from the last thing we just reviewed.
Yeah, this is quite the leap. Whatever we just talked about, to a emotional and very genuine feeling country folk album that has a lot of heart in it and some really solid tunes, some great storytelling, great imagery, and is just all around solid. That's basically my thoughts on it.
So I think this is a really good country album that has a lot of heart and soul, and is just is good. And it's an hour long.
Yeah.
It's very long.
That's actually my only
only
downside to it. Yeah, I do feel like it could have been trimmed a bit. Honestly, I even kind of felt that about his last album that I really liked, and that one was a good 10 minutes or so shorter, I think. He could really do something pretty close to perfect with a shorter runtime, I think.
Oh, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Man, we got 2 fucking sad cowboy albums this year.
Yeah. Right next to Adrian Lenker. That's who you were thinking of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one going more of a country direction than Adrian Lenker, but both kind of that folk aesthetic.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. You got, like, favorite tracks on here?
I had a hard time picking, like, one favorite. You give your favorite while I, like, fucking figure out which one of these I'm picking.
I don't even necessarily have, like, one favorite in particular. I do think that it really comes down to a few moments that are the best on here.
There's favorites for me throughout the album, honestly. Like,
Totally.
I really did like the opening poem. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I also liked 28 quite a bit.
Yeah, 28 seems like one of the biggest standouts that you're just going to be listening through it, and that one's like really nostalgic and powerful. It stands out from the crowd. It's a very great one for sure.
Did you cry?
You know, on that song, no. However, the one that I actually will pick as my favorite is The Way Back. That one's a real fucking tearjerker, I think, and so underrated. Like, I haven't seen anybody say anything about that song, and it's not one of the highest rated ones from what I'm looking at. That song is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good.
So good. It's a way of getting you kind of in an emotional feeling. Just so much emotion poured into the music in general.
Yeah.
Pink Skies is the same way. The story told there, I assume, is sounds like he's talking about grandfather or father that passed away. I'm not entirely sure. You know, I assume that that's rooted in reality, and a very sad but celebration of life type track, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, that's a banger.
It's a really good one for sure.
Kept listening to it just like the entire way through, and I was like, I like concise my thoughts versus just crying on a horse.
Right, totally, dude.
Better Days was a good one that I was like, oh hell yeah. Otherwise, you said all the tracks I was deciding between.
Nice, yeah.
Which was Pink Skies and what's the other one? I'm so fucking out of it for notes in this album.
The Way Back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do always end up forgetting the title of The Way Back, and then every time it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the like perfect song on this album.
Yeah, I really thought it was one of the higher rated ones. I'm not gonna lie. When I was listening to it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be one of the big ones, okay?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, and you mentioned Better Days. I think that that's one that you can point at. He just comes across really likable and really genuine. You can tell that he didn't have everything handed to him to come into this industry and just, you know, be country star number 5,000,001. He's got like a lot of heart in his music, and he just happened to get really successful, and it's cool to see.
This is one of the very few like deserved careers in country music.
For sure, yeah.
In this day and age.
Modern country, he deserves to be one of the more popular ones, and I think that as far as that scene goes, there's a lot of buzz around him right now.
Oh yeah.
To go on kind of a little bit of a different tangent, also somewhat related, you know, you hear a lot of the modern country and it's like not very good, but you can kind of, you know, get this thing where it's like, okay, well, it's mass appeal, it's meant to be played at like functions or whatever. But then a contradiction to that very sentiment is the track on here, American Nights. Like, you can play this at the function. It's a party song of sorts. Like, it has like a really catchy chorus, and it's just a little fun tune, but it still feels very genuine. So it kind of shows that we can have both things.
Yeah, and it's the lyricism too. He's actually talking about something in every song, which is just like,
Yeah, totally.
really quickly you're talking. I popped over to the top rated country albums, and the two of them were in the 60s for the top rated country albums of the year.
Fuck. I mean, album of the year users are not going to be country fans. It's a bunch of like Gen Z people and
That's
everything.
fair,
So
but still.
yeah, not exactly the best place to check. I feel like Rate Your Music would probably be a better indication, but I don't know how to navigate that fucking thing.
Hell yeah, really.
Hell yeah.
Don't play this album at the function. We will all start crying.
Except for American Nights. Play that one everywhere. It's sick.
Yeah, I will be hearing that one in my grandmother's car every time I turn on the car, probably. Or I should be if I'm not. I'm gonna fucking phone call my local radio station.
Yeah, no, I feel like it could be a hit, and I feel like that would shake things up and do so in a positive direction, because there's just so much country right now that, like, if you want to turn on the radio, you're gonna hear some fucking overproduced bullshit, and this is very opposite to that.
Yeah, this is like actually good.
Yeah, it's raw, it's emotional, it's potent. I don't know, man. Do we got anything else to say? Like, I'm a fan. I just wish it was a little shorter, and I think that some tracks could be trimmed up a little bit. That's literally all.
Yeah, I don't have like a least favorite.
No, not really. Bathwater at the end there, like, it just felt unnecessary because Pink Skies would have been such a good closer.
That's
like
fair.
that's another weird.
Alright,
little
well then
misstep.
Bathwater's my least favorite.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about that.
It's my least favorite. Oh, Bruce Springsteen on Sandpaper as well.
Sandpaper, yeah.
What a moment there. That feels like kind of a passing of the torch moment type of thing.
Oh, that's a sick way to fucking describe that.
Like classic folk country singer of previous generations, now passing it down to Zach Bryan, who's really just getting started in this and making just some awesome stuff. If you're gonna co-sign somebody as like a legend that Bruce Springsteen is, then it should be him. And I think that just shows that, you know, you got that collaboration on here. It means a little bit, I think.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I went with a 78% on this. How about you?
I went with a 75.
All right, cool. Well, we can then move on to Kasabian Happenings. But before we do, if you've liked what you've seen in this episode from us so far, we would greatly appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video and subscribe for more episodes in the future. But with that being said, let's get into it.
Oh my love, taste me your pride. You could be the greatest of all. G-O-A-T, gotta do it now. Here for a good time, this one's for the weirdos.
This shit sucks.
Yeah, no, this shit does suck. Looking at the album cover,
It sucks.
it sucks. It sucks so much. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much, dude. Because it's not balanced. Why is it not balanced? You could have just put a gradient over it. Because you have like all the colors of the rainbow, but there's 3 red, 2 purple, 2 blue. But then like the middle, they're just one color. Oh god, it just like sets me off, bro.
Why is pen important?
Pen, yeah, or hap for that matter. Like, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this shit sucked balls, and that's it.
I think it's no surprise that the band that is most well known for having a song in FIFA is making like mindless commercial music that's advertising cars.
God, looking at their fucking album of the year page too, it seems that the Gen Z consensus is that they've been mediocre for most of their career.
I think that that's the wide consensus as well. I mean, I don't really know, dude.
Like, this is their first bad album, apparently.
Yeah, you got a lot of mid in there. Holy shit. But wow,
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, the best track is Darkest Lullaby, and it's all downhill from there.
I don't even know.
That's just because I can forget that I'm listening to this shit in like a minute 50. I can be like, okay, well, this is a little catchy, and the rest is just fucking dog shit.
Passengers is the best song on here, but it's one of my least favorites because it pisses me off. Because all it would have to do is like fix the mixing and try to be like a little less commercialized, and then it would be a good song. Like if they didn't have to do all the OEO things and the like blown out fucking super overblown for no reason mixing on here. It could have nice moments on it, but yeah, most of this is kind of cringe and kind of bad.
Kind of. Nah, dog, is.
Yeah, like every time I go back and listen to it, it hits me worse.
Yeah, I heard it twice, and I was like, I don't want to talk about this album. Can we delete it?
I played it once or twice in the car, and both times I'm like, this is whatever. This is fine.
I would have crashed the fucking car. I fucking hate this stuff.
You really hate it that much? It feels bland to me, and that's about it.
Pissed me off that I had to listen to this album.
Huh.
I didn't want to hear it again. I heard it the first time, and I was like, I don't want to fucking do notes on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's 28 minutes, so we've got that going for it. It's short.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah. I don't think that this is that much worse than mid, though. Like, most of it's tolerable to me.
Understandable. Just to get in the scores, because I didn't even anything else to do with this album.
Goat. Why?
Alright.
This song needs to stop existing. Please. And then the closer, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's all
Fuck
downhill
that
from
shit, bro. Those ones are bad. Okay. I think that's it. How far will you go is okay. Fuck it, dude. I'm done having logical thoughts on commercialism bullshit. 39 for me. How about you?
Oh, we're not too far apart. I went with a 30 on this.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes about sense, I do believe. And I think that we're kind of on the money. This is just so, like, nothing to me. But unless we have anything else to say, I do believe we can move on to FiLo by Hotel Pool.
I listened to Hotel Pool's High again.
Oh, yeah. I bet that was great. This seems like it would be a good old time.
My notes were incomprehensible.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, man, this is good.
It's good, yeah.
That is all.
I don't know if there's a whole lot more to say. Yeah, it's nice. It's super sweet.
This is really good. Go listen to it. It's chill wave. Have you heard chill wave before? This is the good one. Oh my god.
What?
I went back and looked at my score from last time, and I scored it the same.
Oh, as the last Hotel Pools album, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
The exact
They're
same.
very different. They're very different, but
I know, but it's just good. Go listen to it.
yeah, I think they're on pretty much the same quality level. It's just that they're very different things. That one was like pure ambience and just like a somewhat somber tone, but like also does some nature sounds and whatnot. And this one's like your average chill wave sound, but it's very like trippy and immersive and stuff, you know?
It's really good.
It's really nice. It's really nice. I've always felt like Hotel Pools sits kind of interestingly in the whole greater vaporwave thing because they basically aren't really doing anything new or experimental with it, but they're just doing like a really, really nice sounding version of what's there.
Yeah, like this is like S tier fucking how it should sound.
Yeah, I like the title being FiLo like this because it's like flipped around lo-fi, and I think that's cool because it does sound like the sort of thing that would be like lo-fi beats. It's the same aesthetic, but it's very hi-fi.
Yeah, it's produced good.
It's so balanced out, and
I'm noticing that like in a lot of their albums they have that fucking like palm tree or like palm tree shadow for this one. And that's a vibe.
yeah, the palm tree thing is cool. It really just kind of fits.
The only album that doesn't have it is Evening. Yeah, they're not very popular apparently on album of the year.
No, the vaporwave and like ambient and whatever community is kind of a totally separate little pocket of the internet, so you don't get a lot of ratings on these guys. I think that they're kind of prominent within it. It just doesn't seem like a lot of people talk about their music online. But I guess on that same note, like there's not that much to talk about. Like it's just kind of good sounding music.
Yeah, people aren't talking about it, they're fucking listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like 400,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, which is less than deserved, but it's still good.
I mean, yeah, it's really great music for basically just like any setting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently their album Fall is what popped the fuck off.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to everything. I'm not sure if I've listened to that one. This might be my favorite of what I've listened to so far, but I do really like how relaxing the last one was. Like, that one's just a really good album to turn on to, like, sleep to or whatever.
Yeah.
But this one serves a different purpose in a really nice way.
Well, fucking apparently this one is exactly as good as the last one to me. Exactly the same score. And that's really funny to me.
That is really funny. I don't know how you get features on this. Like, are those just people in the room when these were made?
No, it's probably like someone was helped make it. I don't know.
I guess, yeah. It's always so interesting. I'm like, well, that sounded like the other ones, but Decisive Koala is here. So,
Decisive Koala. Forever.
you know, I gotta say, that's a pretty rare occurrence. Every koala I've ever met, very wishy-washy. They can't make up their minds. So, I mean, I'm glad we
I'm
have this
koala.
specification.
It's me.
It's you.
Koala.
It's you. Koala. Do you have favorite tracks on here?
No?
No, it all kind of just washes together for sure. I like Caves the best. I also think that
Caves is good.
Kaleidoscope is maybe their best song. You could totally make an argument, at least from what I've heard, because like I said, I haven't heard absolutely everything. Kaleidoscope is so sick though.
Dude, I'm gonna do a deep dive at some point where I'll listen to Fall and Palmscapes and Still and Content and Evenings and all that.
Yeah.
But
I've been meaning to get around to some of it, and a lot of it I have already just turned on and let it play, let it do its little thing. I have one of them on vinyl. It's the one with the sphere, and I always forget what it's called.
oh,
The
constant.
sphere on the little... Yeah. It's vibes, dude. I love how this whole album sounds like a dream sequence and or like when the character takes an acid tab in a movie or a TV show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It just feels like fucking going, whoa.
Right. Yeah. It's got you like falling in a trippy little colorful hole of colors and happiness.
Fuck
That didn't make any sense. But whatever.
Yeah, it did.
I hope it did.
But Hotel Pools, FiLo. What's your score?
81% for me.
I gave it an 82 like I did with Nature.
Nice. I did rate this one higher than Nature. I'm not sure how much higher, but I know that I was in the 70s for Nature, so.
I can look because there's only 5 ratings on Nature. You gave it a 79 last time, so you're 2 points above.
I'm 2 points above. That seems about right.
You're catching up.
Yeah, that's cool. And then I suppose we can move on to Gonnn by Gonnn. So Gonnn is another one that was kind of actually just like passed our way.
No, it's Gonnn.
Gonnn. I do believe. I guess I can't say that I know exactly how he wants us to pronounce it.
I do, because I'm deciding. It's Gonnn, and the album is gone. Come out, and your album is gone.
Yeah. They might want us to pronounce it that way. I don't know.
So many tracks.
Yeah, there's like, what, like
23?
23? One of them doesn't count, it's just a sound.
Yeah, I don't know which one that one is, but check.
The closer, the last one, is just like a cassette sound, I think.
Yeah, 23 is just a cassette closing.
Yeah. So, 22 songs, little bit of like different phases happening. It seems like this covers multiple genres. The first part is lo-fi beats type deal.
Lo-fi beats to hang out with your friends and chill to.
Yeah, whatever you want. They are a very just like chill little nice sounding set of tracks as well. Like the instrumentals there are really slick, really clean. I like the way these ones sound. And then it kind of moves on to more along the lines of what we listened to with the previous Gonnn EP that we reviewed on here, where the electronics are a little bit more complicated and it gets into like a chiptune thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was also just really good.
Yeah, it's super nice. Sounds super nice all the way through. It's mostly just kind of vibes.
Yeah,
Like, as the album progresses, it gets more, like, loud and dynamic, I guess.
that was good. It was happy on my eardrums for like an hour. I don't know how long the Hotel Fools album was.
45 minutes or so?
Yeah, so like a little over an hour of just like do 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 do. It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice to have something a little bit more tangible to grip onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta say, some of my favorites are actually, like, right at the end there, where there's, like, kind of a rock or metal influence with these big, like, guitar samples coming in.
That's totally fair. This one I couldn't pick a favorite. I just really liked the thing all the way through. I fucking hate that about this week. It was like, oh, what are your favorites this week? All of it. Give it to
Totally, yeah. It's hard to pick specific ones. I mean, I'm just rating individual tracks as I go along. Really, like, just some of the more complicated tracks, I have Takeoff written down. The ones that have a lot more going on end up being my favorites. Like, some of these sound like they could be like a fucking anime opening, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones are always super cool. I do really appreciate Only Death Will Guide Me to Happiness as well, because it's so, like, brooding and dark and has a lot of ambience about it. The pianos that come in towards the end there are really nice, really cool way to end it.
Oh yeah. That was during the scary part of the album.
Yeah. Those last few tracks are the scary part, which is so unexpected, you know?
Yeah, it makes me hype. Isn't there a third album teased for this year?
I don't know.
I think there.
There was stuff posted on the Album of the Year page, but from what I understand, this is Gonn's last album. I believe that's how they were talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why it's called Gonnn.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I guess it's also kind of a compilation of some other stuff that's existed. That's what I saw someone saying anyway. So it does make sense that it's a little all over the place in that regard, because if there's some tracks that are just being compiled here and aren't necessarily brand new, then they would probably feel like they're of other eras.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool send-off album then, because it's just
Totally.
just like shows all the phases of the Gonnn, all three ends.
Yeah. Really shows off kind of what they've been doing thus far, what genres have been explored.
No, I just don't have a ton to say. It was just like a really good vibe the entire time.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about this album? Any low points for you, I should say?
You know, I really don't think so. There's not really songs I didn't like. There's just ones that I was more indifferent towards.
That's fair.
That's about it. Like, I have Summer, Gonnn, and Sunlight written down as my least favorites, but they're all 7 out of 10. Like, I don't mind them at all.
No,
Just kind of ones that are there. And while this does have 23 songs, I wouldn't really call it bloated, just because this is going to be an album you turn on to just, like, chill out to. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to turn this album on, and it's just going to kind of chill with you, and it's not going to be noticeable that there's so many songs.
I think the track list being as long as it is, and even like the length of being as long as it is a good thing in this case.
Yeah, totally. If this does end up being the last project from Gonnn, we absolutely wish you well on your future endeavors.
Yes, sir.
Really cool stuff. Thanks for sending it our way. I went with an 80 on this.
I went with an 82.
82. Nice. Well, as a longtime member of the Album of the Year community, that's a must-hear as far as we're concerned. So there you go. Good way to end it. Yeah.
Shit, what's next?
We got Death's Dynamic Shroud, Never Really Over.
Yeah, this one was a doozy.
A doozy, you say? What was a doozy about it?
I just couldn't fucking comprehend what the hell was happening.
It is so crazy. Have you heard Transcendent Spot?
No.
Okay, so this one was being pitched as a sequel to it, I guess, and I think the main way in which that ends up being noticeable is the sample being used on the second track here on Make You Stay was also used on Transcendence Bot, and just kind of the overall aesthetic of it too, being so glitchy and weird and chopping things up in the way that it does. Keith Rankin, who was the member of Death's Dynamic Shroud behind this particular project, he kind of has this sound to begin with, but there are certain samples and whatnot that were directly taken from the last project and put on here and kind of recontextualized. So that's how it ends up being a sequel, I guess. I don't know if it lives up for me, but I guess you don't really have a point of comparison. So how are you feeling about it?
This shit was crazy.
It's super crazy.
It blew my dick enough.
That's very nice to hear, because it's been a while since something has.
Yeah. I got to hear it on the highest quality possible because we subscribed to the fan club.
You know, you have a point, yeah. I didn't listen to the FLAC. I probably should have.
Yeah, track 1, like the big fucking, I don't know what those are, like the big drums.
Yeah, dude.
Just rattling my entire cranium.
Yeah, and kind of like the liquidy, weird little wet sounds that are sampled in there too. Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
They sound really like
You know what?
odd.
Now that you say that, this album melts your brain and turns you into a liquid.
Yeah, there you go. It kind of just turns your brain into that. But I was gonna say those were also used on Transcendence Bot, and it's cool in both contexts.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, actually maybe I'm thinking of Faith and Persona. Those are used on. I have no idea. It's all Keith. I don't know which albums. Oh god.
Oh.
Whichever. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it all works. It's all solid. It all slaps. And yeah, so this is a Mixtape Club exclusive, and I think that there are many albums that they have put out under that Mixtape Club that make it worth subscribing to, but this is yet another one because it's pretty damn good, I would say. What are some of your favorite or least favorite moments across it?
That opening track was my favorite.
It's that huge crescendo. It's very cool.
My least favorite was after that, when it was the glitchy clip clap of the feats.
Oh, I love this.
That shit made me uncomfy as fuck.
It does, but I love it.
I got really stoned listening to this album, so it just freaked me out. I still love it, don't get me wrong, but I hate it at the same time. And there's no bad part in this album, in my opinion, so I just love it. Oh my god. And then the second track just fucking starts, and it's just like, I recognize that sample from something that I've heard by them. Maybe I heard like a Stray, Death's Dynamic Shroud track that sampled that before.
The second track?
The one where it goes, hey, hey, hey.
I am not sure.
Go play the second track.
I can probably provide context. I'm not sure.
That's fair.
Let me see.
Honestly, my favorite track might be the second track, now that I'm like rehearing it, because I was like, oh, is the first track my favorite track? God, it's just so good.
I forgot how this track opens too. Like, it sounds just so fucking freaky in the beginning there. It's like you open a door to hell.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, second track's my favorite track by far. Now that I'm like listening to it the most sober I've been all week.
Hold on. I'm trying to. Do you mean just like those big like hits right in the beginning there? That little vocal sample?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I definitely have heard it there as well, though. I mean, the primary sample of it is actually a Katy Perry sample, I do believe, and that's the one that was carried over from last project.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I like it. It's so cool how they recontextualize samples. Death's Dynamic Shroud has always been so good at that.
Hell yeah.
What did you think of Famous? That's the one that I have the hardest time getting a grasp on how I actually feel about it.
Alright. Hold on, I went back to my desk. My back was slaughtering me. Give me 1 second. I had a really hard time annotating this album.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to know
so
what
I mostly didn't.
Yeah. I think it is one that's best listened to just like that.
Oh yeah, Famous destroyed me.
Famous is so weird. It kind of works more as a sound collage than a song.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck me up.
Fucking bizarre track, dude. Gallon Tipton is on the next track, and so that's like the same collaboration that You Like Music was, like that whole album. And I think it kind of sounds the most like You Like Music, and that is absolutely a compliment.
You like music? Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I like Q Position quite a bit. It sounds like a church on the moon.
Nah, dude, it's a church on Jupiter.
Church on Jupiter? Nice.
The moon's too close.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. What did you think about the Stress Clinic tracks?
I believe they stressed me out.
It stressed you out. I'm looking at my notes again. For the first one, I just have written down biblically accurate synthesizer. For the first one.
This is what Moses heard when Jesus talked to him in his bush.
It sounds so freaky, dude. I love it. It's very odd. It's very bizarre. Absolutely love it.
Stress Clinic 1 is probably my favorite out of the 3 Stress Clinics.
Yeah, it's got like a Donkey Kong vibe about it.
It reminds me of Anna Music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could be that as well.
Oh, I should show my wife this album. She would love it.
She probably would, yeah. Show everybody this album, but, well,
For real.
I guess you can't at the same time, though, because it's the Mixtape Club, but...
That's true. Force everyone to subscribe to it.
Yeah, I want to be like, yeah, we highly recommend this album, but I don't know...
We do. Pay $15.
And we do, absolutely. But at the same time, you do have to be a subscriber to the thing. And I guess this is just our way of saying, like, yeah, it seems pretty worth it.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like $7 you get the songs. For $15 you get the cassette tapes, which is fucking sick.
It's starting to sound like an advertisement now. I didn't mean to do that.
I don't give a shit.
But sure, dude, why not? We'll advertise it. This episode is sponsored. No, it's not. I'm just playing. I wish. They can sponsor us anytime because, yeah, this music's fucking fantastic, bro. Oh, the closer on here, I feel like that needs to be mentioned. That song is so fucking weird.
And I Love You.
It feels like we're waking up from the dream with that track, you know? It starts sounding more organic.
Nah, dude, it's unplugging from the Matrix.
Right. It's one way to put it as well.
I've never taken a hard look at this album cover because I looked at it and I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't comprehend what's happening here.
Oh yeah, it's so strange.
It's a fucking buzzsaw in the middle.
Yeah.
Not buzzsaw, like a saw blade, I guess.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is that a mouse turning on a light?
I don't know. I think
he's
so.
Pissed.
He's angry though. There's a chair just vibing. It looks like Mars or something. Like, this is not Earth, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm on this album cover for some reason. Just naked. Top right.
For sure. Yep. Looks about right to me.
And then you have like an anthill from hell.
Yeah, dude.
And the Pope.
Fuck. Maybe the biblically accurate synthesizer was correct.
And then they smudged it at the top on accident.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's a crazy album cover.
Oh, and for some reason I'm churning butter, or I'm pissing, one of the two.
Who isn't, though, at the end of the day? Do we got anything else? I feel like this has been a very rambly conversation about it, but nonetheless, just kind of trying to get a...
That's the music.
Yeah, kind of just trying to get across some sort of distinct thoughts on this anyways.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites or least favorites you wanted to mention or anything else?
Now that I'm looking at the track, my favorites... Make You Stay. My least favorite's probably Stress Clinic 000, but it's only 27 seconds.
Right. Yeah. My favorite ends up being Really Missing Somebody. I don't know if I've said anything about it or not. Again, kind of unstructured, rambly conversation we've had here, but that one's super sick. Like, it just feels the most like a song to me, and I like it a lot. Would you score this?
What'd you score this?
Would you score this?
I'm gonna do math while you tell me your score.
I went with a 79 on this. I really like it a lot. I just feel like it felt a little bit more inconsistent and kind of slapdash compared to its predecessor, because I like Transcendent Spot a whole lot. That's like a near perfect album for me. And I think that this one's just a little bit all over the place in comparison. So that's where my points are docked, but for the most part, dude, this sounds so cool.
I gave it a 80.
80.
And I'm gonna have to go listen to that Transcendent Spot.
Yeah, no, you got to. It's honestly better, I think, but I haven't let this one sit with me for very long. I've given it, a few run-throughs so that we can do this episode and everything, but as it sits with me, it may grow on me to be at the same level. I don't really know. But if you like Transcendent Spot, this is definitely worth, like, just getting into the Mixtape Club for specifically.
$1 million.
$1 million. $1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million. We can move on to rankings for the week, you think?
Yeah.
Why don't you do the rankings for the week?
I don't have any of the fucking math.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do the rankings for the week then. Fine, be that
I
way.
wasn't writing down your score.
I thought you had the doc up, but either way.
Oh, no, I closed the doc in protest.
Ah, I see.
So, at the bottom, deserved. We have Kasabian Happenings at a 34.5.
Yes, we do. Really do not like it.
And then number 4 for the week. Wow, number 4? R.I.P. Zach Bryan, The Great American Bar Scene. Really solid album at 76.5%.
It's all so close. It's really unfortunate that ended up being so low, but it's all very close together.
Another really funny thing is Death Dynamic Shroud is third by 3% because it's 79.5.
Yeah.
And damn it, the top two. Number 2 goes to Gonnn at 81%, followed by Hotel Pools FiLo at 81.5. A 0.5% difference in our top 2 this week. To be fair, I did rate them equally. I just realized.
Yeah, no, my ratings for the week were like a percentage difference between the top 4, I think.
Yeah, I literally gave 82, 82, 80, then like a 75 and a 30.
I believe I gave a 78, a 79, an 80, and an 81 this week. Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, they were all so close. It's a very quality, consistent week from our batch that we have here.
Overall, good week besides Kasabian.
Yeah, I mean, that's there. It is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. And the other 4 just might as well all be number 1.
Oh, I forgot a masterpiece mixtape dropped this week.
Oh, yeah.
Lil Sip and DHM 2000.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out Lil Sip.
Lil Sip.
All right. Well, we are working on a Discord. Do you think that'll be up by the time this is out and all functional?
When's this gonna be out?
Saturday night.
Saturday night? No.
No? Okay. Well, I do want to mention quick that we are working on a Discord, so that'll be up and running pretty soon here. Just a little place for us to hang out and everything.
That way you can tell me about my terrible takes.
Of course, yes. Other than that, we would greatly appreciate it if you did subscribe to the channel for more episodes in the future and more music-related content coming your way. And we would absolutely as well appreciate it a whole ton if you comment below, let us know what you thought of this week's album or this week's episode, and drop a like on the video. Micah, do you have anything to say to the people before we head on out of here?
Fuck the shower. Skip the makeup.
That's pretty wholesome, and we'll see you next time.